I think you can close this. உங்களோட டாக்குமெண்டேஷனுக்காக ஓகே. So in the case of this activity point system, there is no redemption, there is no constraint. So any activity you participate, you get activity point. For example, in the case of NPTEL course, if you register for NPTEL course, you get 1,500 points. If you complete the golden something you said, the golden certification, whatever, elite course, 2,500. You can take up to 2, so you get 5,000 points. This point is accumulated, it is open to all, anybody can come. Based on this points, by talking to placement team, also with the management team, we've gotten one more freedom. We have got top 300 to 400 offers, placement offers in our fold. That means whichever the student we allow, they are only allowed to attend these interviews. For example, Just Pay, 27 lakhs offer. Now only whomever the students we suggest are eligible to attend Just Pay. That is the condition for third year and current second year and as well as the first years. So what happens now? We choose students for high paying companies more than 10 lakh based on the activity score only, on first come first serve basis, based on the order, number one. Number two, activity point, top category students will be sponsored for events. For example, if there is Robocon, 6 lakhs need to be invested. This based on the first come first, the activity, suppose I need 100 students, top 100 students from activity points will be sponsored. Rest, if you want to participate, you spend your own money. We don't say you don't participate, but we won't sponsor you. So like this, there are many privileges given for activity score, activity point. This activity point will come from any source. Even you participate in sports, you must have, I don't know whether you know or not, there was a complaint that we have big ground, we have big hostel, but there is no participation, students don't go to ground. Last 2 weeks, just look at the ground, it's full. In the morning and the evening, it's full. Just one circular, one email made people to wake up and go to ground every day. This will be happening all 365 days. And interestingly, we have not even included activity score for that. Today, if we include activity score, there won't be any place to stand even in the ground from today. That's the kind of control system we have over students with the number of points. Now, we have a methodology where we can control all 7,000 students with one circular. Now it's a time we need to make it productive. Of course, we have many requirements. We need to make everybody participate in Smart India Hackathon and win. You must be knowing the data. Do you know how many Smart India Hackathon finalists we have this year? 4. You know, Sairam, how much is it? 10. There are 3 institutes, there were 10. Once upon a time, 3 years ago, we were the top. Today, it's 4, just 4. I don't know what will happen to the next year. And if you, at the same time, if you look at Code Vita, you know how much is the number we cracked? 200. With no effort, with no push from our side, 200. You know how much Chennai Institute of Technology? 600. 600 and plus, maybe close to 700, with an effort. This 200 came because of the PS, because they had to write the coding. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come. So what we understood is, unless we design and focus specifically and plan things, things will not happen, because for a student to build his resume, he need to go for Microsoft internship. You know how much they are paying for Microsoft internship for a third year student? 1.5 lakhs per month. 6-month internship program offered by Microsoft. It's open to any student. 1.5 lakhs per month. You know how many applications we have? 0. We don't even apply. And there are many such internship programs we don't do. The problem is we don't work organized. We don't work with a strategy or vision. We only send circulars, whomever is willing to go, you go. So there is no synergetic output, synergetic effect. I can come down to an example of funding by an institute. Day before yesterday, I met a person from Danish Ahmed Institute. We might not even heard of it. They have last year 2.5 crores funding, research funding. It's not conference funding. It's not activity funding. It's a research funding, 2.5 crores. That's a very small institute. Intake itself is 500. Total intake is 500. You know how much is for BANNARI AMMAN Institute of Technology with intake of 2,000 and with 450 faculty members, with high caliber faculty members? Do you have any idea how much was our last year research funding? Maybe sir will be able to say. It is 50 lakhs, close to 50 lakhs. Now, what could be the problem? What could be the problem? Is it capability of the faculty? No. Is it capability of the student? No. Is it capability of the institute? No. It is only lack of strategy and plan and synergetic effect, nothing else, nothing else. Because in governing council, we presented number of NPTEL courses completed by student and faculty together. It was 680 something. With one circular, we got 2,000 courses registered. 2,000 more than 2,000 courses registered. With S1, we still have S4 coming, we still have S6 coming. Number of GATE students applied, it was 60 today. This is 60. Together, 1,800 students out of only 60 people have applied for GATE. I can guarantee you next year the same time, 2,000 to 3,000 people will apply for GATE. The difference is nothing other than a strategy, working together and synergistic effect. So these are all boiling down to lack of coordinated work. We work independently, we don't support each other, and there is no support gained from the faculty, students, and as well the infrastructure. This we need to solve. This is what the problem statement we had 10 days ago. And we have been working, making a lot of ideas, and we listened from many people, and after taking all the ideas, we finalized that the existing scoring system for faculty FRS will be dismantled with immediate effect. It is nullified. So whatever the FRS we say, negative FRS or positive, whatever, it is 0 from today. Nobody will consider that score. Instead, we are introducing one more score called same activity score, as like student for faculty members. There is a complaint we used to receive that one faculty who works very hard, not recognized, people make use of him. One faculty just pamper HOD and they get all lenient work from HOD, and what happens, HODs favor them or someone favor them, and they get lenient work like maybe simple classes or simple activities. Rest of them are put on lot of unproductive and heavy works. That was the problem. Is it true? Is it not true? We don't know, but there is a probability that it could be true because there is a scope. So when we measure somebody's performance based on that, these kind of administrative work, this is bound to happen. So we decided to measure the activity of faculty only in respect to the contribution of himself to the students, nothing else. That means whatever you do to student will get you activity point. Anything you do called department activity, NBA activity, NAC activity, it will not be considered. But that is also important. So slowly what we are planning to do is, we are centralizing it. We are going to take away all this work. For example, our team was saying, we need to prepare lesson plan. I'll tell you one example. What happened 2 weeks ago? Academic Council. They prepared 3 weeks, 4 weeks of work, gave me a curriculum, entire curriculum, and syllabus for 2 semesters for all subjects, all departments. You know what did I do? Many COs were nonsense. The reference were not good. The flow was not good. 1 hour it took for me, with the help of ChatGPT, I completely changed all the syllabus with CO, with all the mapping, with everything you want, including a question bank, done in 1 hour. For all the syllabus by myself. What did I do? I created a prompt. I gave my team the prompt. See, only use this prompt. Copy, paste this prompt, upload a syllabus. Even today, I have that prompt with my team. If you want to make a syllabus with objective to CO mapping, 8 COs, or PO mapping, or whatever you want, copy, paste that prompt, upload the existing syllabus. It will get you completely finished syllabus in 2 minutes. And my team was asking me, we need to prepare lesson plan. I told them, let me prepare lesson plan for all the subjects. Don't disturb faculty members. Then Ma'am Sambhurna ma'am will ask, question bank. Let me prepare question bank for all the subjects. Please don't do anything. Don't ask question bank from the faculty. Because the ChatGPT is so good that I just need to write a right prompt. It will give me everything. For linear algebra, first subject, mathematics. I saw the question paper and the content, it was not acceptable to me. I made a prompt, it gave me question bank for 100 marks. I don't want question bank from mathematics faculty. It's done in 5 minutes. So what I'm saying is, any work that we have been doing, let us use AI and ChatGPT, and there are software tools available. Let us reduce slowly one by one. So you have to let us know the unproductive work you do, give it to us, we will take care of it. Please do not account that as your activity, because that is not acceptable unless you spend time with student. I'll tell you how it works. One example I'll tell you. Suppose Balamurugan sir is taking class for 60 students, 1 hour for one lesson plan. There are 45 lesson plans. If Balamurugan sir takes 60 students in his class, 1 hour he spends, one lesson plan is completed. Then what happens? When he starts the class, he need to say which lesson plan is he going to teach today. Then students will register for it. 60 students should have registered. Those softwares are ready that you know that it is working. 60 students should have registered. Only for registered students he can give OTP. If there are 60 OTPs accepted by 60 students, for one lesson plan, he gets 60 points. Suppose Vijay Kumar sir says, I am expert in physics. Then for his name, 300 students register. So he says, sunflower block, done. Please go ahead. 300 students attend, one lesson plan covered, Vijay Kumar sir gets 300 points in one go, one stroke. Then Pungodi madam says, I'm not handling a subject, this subject, but I'm expert in digital signal processing. Then she is not a faculty of that subject. She is an independent faculty. She says 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I will organize this lesson plan for digital signal processing. Anybody can register. Second year or third year or gate, anybody can register. If it is after 5 o'clock, any number of students come there, sit there for 1 hour, attends her lecture, she gets that point. So it is not only limited to number of subjects you handle. If you are capable, you can offer anything. Now, if it is after 5 o'clock, not necessarily even a subject. Suppose Vinod says, I will conduct IPR session. Anybody want to attend, they can attend. Vinod can float. After 5 o'clock, you can float anything you want. Even till midnight, 12 o'clock, you can float anything you want. If you want to secure points, you can secure. This is one way. Second way, about research. See, we all doing research. Let me tell you example how the research is not in sync with the best productive outcome possible. ANRF has published certain areas in which if you register, I will give you funding. Most of our PhD areas, research areas I found, it is not in line with ANRF. Then anyway, nobody is going to give you fund because you are not in sync with ANRF. So is it wise to realign our requirement with ANRF requirement, or say, no, I will do only what I say? Then it's not going to be productive. Government of India is very clever nowadays. They don't fund you unless your objective and their objective is aligned. That means we prefer you to shift your requirement to a place where the funding is available, where there is need for the government of India to support, rather than you do somewhere where nobody require that work to be done. I'll tell you one example for that. one of our alumni came from Bangalore, from Silk Board, just for a casual meet. Just for a casual meet. Then Anandamurthy sir is here. How much was the funding offered? 20 lakhs. Just for a casual visit. He told, casually he told this was our problem. Then it was the one he met me. I'm the one he met me. He met me. Then I told him, can't we work together? He said, okay, no problem. Then immediately I connected Anandamurthy sir. It was a matter of 2-3 days. They submitted a drawing in 1 week to 15 days. 20 lakhs granted. 20 lakhs granted. In addition to this grant, collaborative research, collaborative publications granted. It was completely accident. 20 lakhs. That means there are boards, Silk Board, Coir Board, Coffee Board, Tea Boards. These are boards. There are government ministries, coal ministry, etc., etc. Women's ministry, or there are education ministry. All these people have floated problems. This is what we wanted to be solving. So it is wise for us to select that problem and start working, rather than we ask fund for something else. And AICT recently had sent a circular to R&D team saying, if you have any work done or willing to work to address disability. How much is the funding per proposal? It was close to 40 to 50 lakhs. How many of us are working with disability? Maybe very limited, 1 or 2. What is wrong in we converting our research work into disability? What is the probability? 100%. All of us can work straight from tomorrow, can start working in disability area. Maybe next 6 months you will not get any grant because you are not qualified. But after 6 months when you have work, you can definitely get fund. Because disability is something it is going to stay, and people will support. So like this, if there is a clever way of handling things, things will work. Now who will do that? Pune ki yaru money getradhu. Who will do that? We have to force, because you have to come out your comfort zone and you have to start aligning. Number 1. Number 2, about Smart India Hackathon, I told there are 4 winners. 4, not even winners, it was finalists. We don't know how many will win. But Sairam, 10. There are 2-3 institutes where 10. Krishna, I don't know what happened this year, but next year again they will come 20-25. So next year we have to get 30, for sure. Again, there is a strategy problem. We used to apply for an event where the problem statement is easier, so it is easier for everybody. So there are 100 applications in one vertical. We also applied 1. There are more than 60 verticals where there is not even one single application. That means even if you apply 1, you are the first. Strategy problem. Nobody sitting at the center and seeing where to apply, what to apply. The problem with this 50, nobody, because it is difficult. It takes time. It takes energy. So it will take time. So the problem with us is, if Smart India Hackathon is announced, we will start working. What is stopping us from working from today for next year's Smart India Hackathon? The leadership. There is no strategy. Then, about AI. Everybody knows upcoming is AI. Everywhere, government fund, startup ideas, everybody are asking, what AI intervention are you doing? So there is a huge funding requirement for AI. It is not only implementing AI, even collecting data, you have funding opportunity, because there is no data today. What is the traffic of Satyamangalam's junction? There is no data. This region's agricultural productivity, there is no data. Human resource, there is no data. So when you don't have data, how will you do AI? So even collecting data, there are fundings. So you have to align with AI. So with these constraints, we are bringing one more intervention where each faculty member must select one social relevant project which will be completed in 6 months. Do not worry, whatever I say, we will give you all the support necessary, administrative, student, financial, or investment facility we will provide. So every faculty must choose one social relevant project. What do you mean by social relevant project? A project which is identified by a government or an organization or ministry are only considered as social relevant project. So when you say this is a social relevant project I am going to do, you have to quote where it is mentioned. We do not want you to assume a social relevant project because which is in your native. No, not acceptable. It should have been mentioned. Easiest way is to go to Smart India Hackathon. Manoj will be able to give you. Weir at Coimbatore, they have 200 problems. All these things are social relevant problem. If you are smart enough, I would recommend you to select a project which is not purely software, which involve hardware. I will recommend it. I will tell you, my subsequent rules will make you understand why is it easier. So whenever you select a social relevant project, please make sure somewhere the hardware is involved. 80% it could be software, but 20% it must be hardware. Because, I'll tell you the fourth point. So this one, you have to select one Smart India Hackathon project. I'll tell you the timeline, not Smart India Hackathon, a social relevant project. I'll tell you the timeline and how do we work here, how do we confirm whether your project is okay. All those things I'll tell you how it is going to be executed. But anyway, the first condition is that you have to prepare a social relevant project, number one. Number two, you need to align your research area. Either if it is already aligned, it's okay, good. If it is not already aligned, please align. If it is not possible to align, please restart a new research area in line with what Government of India needs today. So for that, please refer to ANRF or all IITs, refer to all IITs. All IIT has given a database of problems where they are willing to work, collaborate. They have funding, they can collaborate. So you find a research area where you are going to inline. And we will also have guidelines about how is this research area will be, because we don't want everybody working in the same area. So we wanted area also to be spread across. So our team will tell you, you just propose us, but if you have a problem, we will be able to tell you our research area has to be spread across all the domains. Only then the funding, we will not compete with each other for funding. For the same funding agency, many applications will not go from BANNARI AMMAN, then it's waste of opportunity. So we'll make sure that it is spread across. Third, one of the most important thing is that all of us, whether it is mathematics or biology, biotechnology or mechanical engineering, each must have one AI problem working with. You have to use one AI problem. That means you need not be let us say a mechanical engineer, Dr. Vel Murugan, he is working in a material science or a welding, he need to work on how to use AI for welding. It's better. So each one of us must take up one AI application, because tomorrow, ஒரே கல்ல 2-3 மாங்க அடிக்கிற மாதிரி publication will be easier, funding will be easier, collaboration will be easier, and associating with the industry will be easier. So to do that, we need to select these three things. Social relevant project. The social relevant project condition is that you should have taken a resource and it is not going to take you complete more than 6 months. Don't take a social relevant project which will run for 2 years. No. Maximum is 6 months. So you be very careful when you choose a project that you have to be 100% sure that you will be able to do it in 6 months. Otherwise, don't take that project. Because we are not going to ask you your own milestones, we are going to give you milestones. In next 18 days, you should meet customers who wants this. Before 18 days, you have to prepare a journey map, and you have to identify the competitors who are already solving this problem. All those reports you have to give it as 18 days, you have to do it in 18 days. So don't take a project which is very complex. But we prefer you to focus on problems which will make your students win, because we have many more criteria later that for that this project will be useful. For example, if you are very smart, you can take just one project. If you are very smart, you can take just one project which is social relevant, which is a research area specified in ANR, which is also involving AI, that's your smartness. We are not asking you to select 3 projects. If you are smart enough, select one good project which addresses all these 3 areas. We don't have a problem. We definitely don't have a problem. But if you feel it is very difficult for your research area, go for 3 problems. That is not a problem. Yes? Okay, all right. Then, from next week, we are going to start an operation of writing patent. For our surprise, last week, we just wanted to check how many people, faculty are proactive, interested to know something. We sent a circular. We are happy to announce you that out of 450, only 22 faculty members registered for knowing what is patent, how to file patent. See, that's okay, but see now in NIRF ranking, when we apply, 6 years ago they were asking for how many applications filed. Today they are asking for how many applications granted. Tomorrow they will ask for how many patents have been technology transferred. They will not care about application, they will not care about granted, they will care only about how many technology transferred. Day after tomorrow they will ask how many technologies have been transferred for more than 1 crore. So unless you plan today that you are going to file a patent which is going to be technology transferred tomorrow, then your money is waste, your profile is waste. So for that we thought of telling you clues, because I don't know how many of you know, I myself is a patent lawyer. I know how to crack a patent. I know how to write a patent such that you will 100% get it granted, because I have 5 patents granted, 15 design patents granted in my name. But none of the patent is useful, I know. It's a nonsense patent. But I know how to make it granted. So granting is not something great. It's a legal document. If you can make your claim lighter, they will give you granted. That's all. It's very simple. But nobody will buy your patent because the claim is very light. Anybody can copy. Infringement is easier. So we have to write patent such that it will be granted for sure, and there is a scope, even at least for 1 lakh rupees we will be able to transfer it. Unless it is confirmed, you are not supposed to file patent. For that, there is a sequence. If you follow the sequence that our team say, it will be 100% valid that your patent will be granted in next 18 months to 20 months, and you will be able to transfer your technology in another 6 months. So next week, we are going to start that workshop, and we are going to file patent maybe in 1 month from today. That patent, it will be for sure, everything will be granted. If you are smart enough, choose a socially relevant project, choose a research project which aligns with this patent requirement. Then you do the same work, account in 4 different places. We don't have a problem. All right. Now the question is, how are we going to support you with the students? The same requirement is given to students also. A student, if he works in socially relevant project, he gets 2,000 activity points. If he need to compulsorily work in research project with a faculty, otherwise he will not be qualified for applying for any event, any publication, any patent. That means all these 3,600 students have to find a faculty to work with him for 6 months in a research work. Only then he is eligible to get activity points. That means students will come, ask, ma'am, give me a research project, let me work. That freedom is with you. You can disqualify him anytime. If he is not performing as you expect, you can disqualify him. Loss is to him, not to you. Of course, also to you, because you will not have students, because all the students are already occupied. You will not be able to get the student. So when we force that on first come, first serve basis, smart students will be filled. If you are a faculty, if you can select a project which is in the Smart India Hackathon, which will for sure make him win, if he works, you will get smart student. If you are a faculty, you take a socially relevant project from a Smart India Hackathon, which most likely you will not be able to complete. You have no idea about yourself. Smart students will not come to you. So that's the reason I told you, selecting a social relevant project is connected to bottom line. That if you select a social relevant project related to Smart India Hackathon, which will fetch you award, you can market this. See, you listen to me, I'll make you win. Then winning gives him money as well as points. So if you select a product which is patentable, which is researchable, which is AI intervenable, and which is winnable by student, then you get a lot of student support. You can have more than one social relevant project. But the problem is, each social relevant project, I can give you only one first year student, one second year student, and one third year student. You can have 3 students for each social relevant project, not more than that. No, suppose you want more students, you make more projects. That's unlimited. You can take 3 projects, 3 social relevant projects, you can have 3 students. That's what the condition is. So all students will come, 3,600 students will come, and you may ask us more students also, we'll be able to give you. Okay, all right. Now how do this activity point of the faculty, yes, seed money is available based on the student's activity score. So you capture best student, you get more money. So if you are smart enough, if I were you, I will target the student with more activity point, because he will attract seed money that can be used for your project. If you attract bottommost student, he may not attract seed money. You have to push harder. You have to work harder. So it's all residing in the problem statement you choose. And that confidence you give to students, that you will make him win. Because students are bargainers now. They have all capability to bargain. This is how it works. Then there is one more system in, okay, faculty activity points, one way you can take class. One more way, okay, a student